Jesse Atkins, retired sergeant first class. I may be looking both ways, I've been trying to shut down the Bell County Detention Center and all the government officials since January of this year. I have records showing that they're not doing their job. I've tried from the health department in the Pineville all the way to CDC. So look for public records on health receipts, safety inspections, none found. I've been trying to get people that threaten me to be put in jail, and that's everybody, but the Bell County attorney, Chris Douglas, I call him Mrs., he told me I'm not going to serve these warrants because I do not believe you. Well, I don't think that's right, because I served a warrant because he believed something on me that I didn't do nothing about. Anywho, I've been trying since January to get these Bell County physical court meetings to prove the proof that I have. I've been trying WATE TV, and Justin, that was the name of the news department guy, he said, Jesse, you send me the documents and we'll run the story. Well, I sent the documents in July, I think 8th. So it comes July 12th, it was the weekend. I said, you read them documents? I ain't had time. I said, you ain't got time to read about about humans, but y'all do a story about dogs being incarcerated. I said, if you're in charge, I said, why don't you have somebody read them and then call me so I can prove. So I called back 2 days later, and he said, we're not going to run that story. And from that day forward, if you call them on my phone number, it's blocked. Now, I decided to go to WYMT, your mountain television. Well, I got up there with the news director and told him what was going on. I can't call them no more. I can't get a hold of the Bell County Sheriff. I cannot get a hold of the Bell County Jailer. They've been threatening me, and I've been trying since 911 for 2 weeks. This guy threatened my life. He said, come on down here. You got to come to jail sometime. He said, we're going to take care of you. I said, who's this? He said, you know me? And I knew who he was. So I called 911 that Saturday. It's recorded right here. Then they didn't do nothing. So I called back the next week about the same one. Well, what's his name? I said, his name is Barlow. I said, he threatened me. And here's what really been mad, ma'am. I said, my mother's been dead for 54 years. And he